Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew and welcome on back to Leo Gaming. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am having a fantastic day, and what we are doing here is we are playing X-Morph Defense. If you guys have never heard of this game, then I highly recommend you go ahead and go check it out. It is pretty much a space themed survival and defense tower based game. Maybe not a little bit less of a survival aspect, but it is a defense tower builder. So we will go and play through this a little bit. There is both a story campaign and the survival mode that we can get into. But we are going to go ahead and get into the story campaign because I've actually played through this a little bit. And I'm going to go and show you guys through the first mission. The first mission is down in South Africa. Yes. And this is considered to be the first mission that you play within the game. So if you are unfamiliar with this game, then you will be able to learn a lot within just the first mission itself. It has a really good tutorial, and I gotta say, the complexity of this game isn't too big, and you can go in and learn a lot from just the way the developers have envisioned this game to be.
Object has hit the ground south of the city. Eyewitnesses claim that it was some kind of spacecraft. Police and emergency services are en route to the impact site. This might be our first contact with an extraterrestrial civilization.
Has been surrounded by local life forms, initiating the X-Morph fight to scout the area.
Okay, so here are the controls that we get to use with our fighter unit, and we're gonna have some good fun with this. So we just gotta go and click OK, and we can go and continue on. We go and spawn right next to our core. Pretty easy for us to go and get into. So let's go and get all these guys. Okay.
The first phase of the operation, our goal is to build an energy harvesting infrastructure and to create a geokinetic network encompassing the entire planet.
The aliens
Okay.
are firing on civilians. We're sending rapid response units to stop them.
Alpha Squadron ready for action. Let's shoot some aliens.
So, here we go, our first attack with actual fighters. Now I will go and explain a little bit about the actual different weapons that you can choose from here, but I'll get into that within the actual playthrough. Now this isn't going to be a full-on Let's Play, this is just a one-off video that I want to do, but if you guys want to see more about this game, then please do go and let me know down in the comment section, because this will give me a good insight for what you guys actually want to see on this channel. Okay, so now we get to deal with some fighter units. These guys are fairly easy to deal with. They don't got a lot of HP, that their hitting power is quite tough. So we can deal with them relatively easily. So let's go ahead and just do with that. And then I think we should be good to go.
Rapid response forces have been destroyed. We are sending ground recon units before the main attack.
Okay, rapid response ground units. Okay. These vehicles are a threat. Now we do have to just fend them off as much as we possibly can. Yeah, also our core has some unique functionalities that are not available to you at the start of the game. That is because of some tools that I have unlocked, and I will go and show you those here, most likely after we finish the mission. The mission itself can take anywhere from about 15 minutes is the shortest time I've seen, and 38 minutes is the longest time I've seen. I've averaged to be around about 25 minutes. So you can take your time with this game. You can definitely take your time. So there's that.
Defense forces are stronger than we anticipated. Their attack paths have been calculated. We have placed a defensive tower to help you. Defend the core at all costs.
Okay, so we got a defense tower now that we can go and utilize. These will be very useful for building up later on. We'll learn how to build that up here in just a moment.
Light mobile squad reporting. Advancing to target rapidly.
Coming this way. Okay. I think we can have some fun with these guys. Now what I will do is switch into one of our other weapons. Now our other weapons can be a variety of things. These can be as simple as anti-aircraft weapons, or this, which is a laser, machine gun, which is our primary weapon type, or our fourth one, which is our bomber type weapon. So let's go ahead and go into this mode right here. And this will actually target the forces real easily. Okay. Now it is going to go and consume every single one of them. So we will go ahead and collect their debris. Now, when you play this game for the first time, you are not going to be able to collect the debris, regardless. That is because it is an unlocked skill inside of your tech tree. So you'll have to bear that in mind. So now we need to learn how to switch into ghost mode. Really easy. Just go ahead and press left shift. Go into ghost mode, and then you will initiate the build sequence. And what we can do, if we go back into ghost mode here, we can go and click on these towers, and 4 options are given to us. We can either change its type, move it, sell it, or add in what is a laser fence. These will go and annihilate vehicles, so the vehicles will automatically reroute its path past the actual laser gates, so that way they don't come through here. However, these laser gates are not going to be impervious. Like soldier units, foot units is what I'm referring to. Foot units can pass through this relatively easily. We only got a few different vehicles coming through, so we're going to be fairly easy here. One thing that I will do is I will just go and upgrade this to be a laser tower. Just go and help us out a little bit. Now the upgrades are not something you're going to want to worry about for now. You will eventually find out some new upgrades later, but for right now, don't worry about them too much. You don't really want to worry about them until about the 3rd or 4th mission in. And let's just go and annihilate these aircraft team, and that pretty much annihilated all of them, except for you two apparently. Let's also go and collect that debris up here. And that's going to do us some good work. Oh, and I think, yep, let's go ahead and kill these. And there is going to be a unique ability that we will use here in just a moment that is quite useful to use. It is called the Dark Matter Nova. It will go and destroy small and medium-based vehicles and let you go and collect their debris. So that is going to be something useful for you. Okay, so now we get to go ahead and do some more trickery, is what I'll go and call it for now. Uh-oh. Building towers use resources that are right there at the bar at the bottom of the screen. I can't point at it right now because the game is frozen at the moment. And yeah. What we want to do is we want to try and make sure that we have enough resources available to us. Our core will go ahead and give us more resources over time, but for right now, that is what we are limited to. So, right there is going to be 1 unit's worth. But what we will focus on is, I think what we want to focus on now is getting a unit going right there. And I'd say a unit going right there as well. Because we want one, a couple laser fences going along here. That will help us out quite a lot. Unfortunately, we can't put a laser fence over here, but we will go and work on that. Actually, let's go ahead and just put the laser fence over here instead. So that way we go and try and corral them a bit more. So that way it can go and be a little bit more safe, is what I'll call it. Oh, come on. Oh, apparently you weren't placed right. Okay. Oh, okay. Why are you not wanting to... Okay, there we go. That was not working quite right as I was hoping it would have, but apparently something was going on there that I didn't understand. Oh well. One thing I will do is go and upgrade you to be a long range, so that way you can go and hit anyone that enters this area. And let's go and advance the wave, shall we?
Have begun to expand their base and are raising new structures. Armored units are on site and ready to spearhead the next attack wave. They should get past those towers.
Okay, so now we got tanks that we have to deal with. These tanks are going to be somewhat of a nuisance later on inside of the game, because you will find that the tanks are gonna be an issue. They are gonna be an issue. Regardless of what you may think, they will become an issue. Now you guys get to die. There we go. Okay, and what we really want to do is try and focus on the tanks, and when we are low on health, we want to try and go into ghost mode and collect the debris, because the debris will actually help us in terms of repairing ourselves. So there is that. And it will also help us later on in terms of building more turrets. So we'll focus on that a little bit more. So let's also go ahead and help out these turrets as well. And I want to just go ahead and help them out by putting a dark matter nova just right there. And I think that these medium tanks are not going to go through, but oh well. And let's just go ahead and collect the debris, shall we? That pretty much does a good job, I think. And let's just go ahead and get rid of you guys, and that is everything. And collect all the debris, because that's going to be useful for us later. As I mentioned earlier, you don't get the debris collection tool until later in the game, as it is primarily something that is considered to be at second mission, not really a first. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add in this right here. What I was trying to do last wave, but couldn't really make it work. But yeah, we'll make it work like that. And what I will do is I will place another set of turrets right here. And we'll go ahead and have you go like that. That way they are forced to come down this alley with all these different turrets. Now we do got some weapons coming along here. They're most likely going to get hit by these, matter of fact. But I will go ahead and place one turret about like right here. And there we go. That is all we can really do for the moment. So let's let it run. Let's go ahead and take care of this Air Force first. And then we got some units coming up here.
Civilian casualties are secondary. Prepare a stronger assault wave.
Now, the next wave is going to be something that's going to be interesting. Because I've already played through this game, I already know what it is to expect. But you guys haven't, so I'm just going to kind of leave it as a surprise for now. And you guys will find out sooner or later, is what I'll say. Okay. There we go. There we go. Get rid of all these guys. And then let's go ahead and take care of the debris collection. because we always got to get some of the debris here. Now these vehicles are going to get destroyed relatively quickly because of these turrets. But yeah, I think we're pretty solid for the most part. Let's also take down here. Yup, that's a lot of material. Okay, and let's take a look here again. Oh yeah, there's been no turrets that have missed a shot pretty much. Tanks, fighter jets are saying bye. Oh well. And let's just go ahead and demolish these tanks. And I think that's the last one. Oh no, we got some over there, but that's fine. The turrets are going to be able to take care of it. So this is something that I really like in terms of the gameplay perspective. I honestly, the only type of tower defense games that I've played in the past have been on mobile. So I haven't really played any tower defense games recently. So if you guys are wondering how well I play this, I'm very poor at the moment in terms of how well. Because there is the off chance possibility that if we actually played our cards right here, we will be getting a silver rank. Because it's very difficult to get a gold rank in this game in the first mission. Because you have to be very quick in terms of preparing. So what we want to go and do is we want to go ahead and do something really sneaky. Go ahead and build that right there. And what we want to do is click on it and build a fence to right there. It's going to force them to go around that. So we're going to have much more of an opportunity to go and hit them. So let's also go ahead and place a turret right here. And place the turret right here. Now that will go and force them to go around like that. So we are going to want to focus on trying to keep these under control is what I'll say. Now, there are these different types of weapons that we can utilize. This is a flamethrower that's going to be very close range. This is a long range turret, meaning that it has a very far range to attack with. Then there is this one, which is a laser turret. Has a very medium range similar to this one, but it's a slightly bigger. You got the air defense, which is pretty much going to attack any air troops that are within the area. And then a long range air defense. So we'll utilize those as much as we possibly need to. But for right now, I think I'm going to switch this one to be a laser. Same to this one. And one more I want to go and place is right here. In fact, I actually want to place another one over there. But where? Where do I want to place it? I think I can actually sacrifice you. So you come over here with me. And I want to go and have you come right here. And just go and connect like so. So that way all three paths are coming down this way. The only path that's not coming down this way is obviously this one, which is going around that fence. So let's go and play through. And the first path is the longest one of the two. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Oh, Air Force. It's going to take care of you guys first. Got more coming from the north. Oh, but our anti-aircrafts actually took care of it. That or our lasers did. Let's take care of these tanks, because they're going to be relatively easy to take care of for the most part. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll add that as insult to injury for the smaller units. And let's just go and collect their debris. Because the debris is just going to be very useful in terms of building up more structures. Okay. And looks like we got a lot of debris building up over here. Most likely we're going to have some turrets that are going to go long ways. Now, this is not going to be the only map that I show you guys. I will show you guys a map that I had a difficult time with on the last and final wave. Surprisingly enough, as it may seem, but I had a difficult time with it. And the reason I had a difficult time with it is because the placement that I had for all of my units was very unorthodox, is what I'll say, at the least. Let's go ahead and just place a... Oh, I can't even place it right there. Let's go ahead and place it like right there. There we go. Let's get rid of the Air Force. There we go. And let's just go and collect some of the debris because I want to go and get my health back. That'll be helpful. And I think that's good. And that is the end of that wave.
We must use our weapon of last resort. I'm authorizing the use of Tarantula Mark V.
So, in case you were not able to hear that, he was just talking about how they're going to use their weapon called Tarantula Mark V, which, to be honest, is not that powerful of a weapon. Tarantula Mark V is considered a boss, but it is not in my book. All it really is just a walking turret. That's all it is. It has the ability to destroy ground turrets that you have placed, but it does not have the ability to be pretty much impervious. So we'll bear that in mind while we are fighting it. Now let's go ahead and get a path blown up for him, or put him out of business, so that way he doesn't follow that. And let's just try and get him going over here. Okay. Now I want to go ahead and go a bit quicker here, because I want to go and be able to hit from behind. And just go ahead and every time that you go ahead and defeat one of his legs, ooh, I forgot about that. So every time that you die, you will have to regenerate at your core. It does take time away, and it will go ahead and make it a bit longer in terms of finishing up the actual gameplay. So that's what we just did right there, because I accidentally hit one of his legs. So what I'm going to do here is change over into weapon number 2, which is an anti-aircraft based weapon. And what I will do is primarily try to hit his upper half. And this will help out a lot. Another one that will help out a lot is the bomber one. The bomber actually does quite a bit of damage. So there is that. Ooh, that's pretty good. And let's just go ahead and get rid of one of those. And it is taking heavy damage. Let's go ahead and switch over into weapon number 4. Because weapon number 4 is the bomber, which is just fantastic. And what I want to do is make sure that I disintegrate one of his legs. And I think that will do us some good. And yep, that destroys that building, which topples on top of him. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and go into ghost mode, because that's going to be the best way to get out of its range. And let's just go ahead and charge up that. And I think we're almost good with defeating its main shell. So its main shell is pretty much out of commission. It can't use its main turret. And once when you demolish its main shell, that's pretty much the end of the mission right there. You don't really need to focus on its legs, but its main shell is the part you really want to focus on. Typically, when you're playing through the first time, it will say its weak spot is its legs. No, its weak spot is its core, just like the core of our operations here. So the tarantula's core is what you really want to focus on with that right there. So with that being said, we have now conquered South Africa, which is the first location of many that you get to go ahead and deal with here. There is a total of, I believe, 12 different locations. I've only been able to play through 6 of them. So I'm halfway through the game in terms of the amount of locations that I've gone through. And right now we are taking a look at the amount of the success rate of this mission. So you saw that the core took about 0.8% of damage. That's because I had a couple vehicles end up getting too close to the core very early on. So it did a little bit of damage, not a lot. We had a good playtime, which was about 23.5 minutes. We had a good amount of debris that was collected, a lot of debris actually. And then we had only one regeneration that we had to deal with. Now, because of the way that this game does its point system, when you play on normal difficulty, it gives you half the amount of points. So all of this right here is half of what it would normally be. Normal rankings would be that this would be a gold ranking, but since it is played on normal, this would be a bronze ranking, as you can see down at the very bottom. You can go ahead and do a lot with this game. It is not just about trying to defend your core, making sure you're being really quick, and making sure that you stay healthy in terms of your actual character. And then you collect a lot of debris. The debris will both help in terms of your health and in terms of your core defense. So in a way, all of them intertwine with each other. I really do like this game, and I really hope that I can play this game some more. But unfortunately, that is all I got time for today. Now, I will go and show you guys just a little bit about what the Australia map is. I'm just going to show you guys the map, the actual mission itself. So the Australia map is centered around, I believe, Eastern Australia, over nearby Sydney and such. So the primary focus of that map is that you will be focusing on one thing in particular. That one thing being collecting power from the central power plant. So I'll go and show you guys that real quick. And it is landing right now. Let's go and show you guys what it is. As you guys can see, we land in a construction site, blow up all the construction, and now we get to go ahead and deal with a little bit of other stuff as well.
Modify this planet's metallic core. Unfortunately, the landing site is situated at the center of a human settlement. This can complicate the expansion process. Prepare to defend the core.
So now we get to go and defend the core for the expansion progress. Now I will go and switch immediately over into our laser fighter, because that will help us out a lot. And that works. The laser one, I will have to say, works the best in these type of situations. I will actually collect their debris. Now, let's go ahead and get some more stuff going along here. We want to go and get some defenses. So, what I'm going to primarily focus on for defenses is making sure that they go in the longest route possible. How do we make the longest route possible happen? So, longest route possible is we go ahead and go into our ghost mode here. we are going to want to place a turret right there. Turret right there. Connect both those up with a grid. Now, you two are also going to want to be connected like this. And I'm just going to go and connect you like so. And I'm also going to connect, move that one just by 1 unit. Then we also want to go ahead and block off this path. So let's go ahead and block it off to right there and to right there. That'll go and block it off. Now we do got this path over here as well. We are going to do the same thing. Put one right there and another right there. Let's do that. That will go and make sure that they don't come this way. We will eventually have a route coming down this way as well. Now we do want to have some sort of anti-aircraft defense. So what I'm going to do is place one right here. And I'm going to go and upgrade it. Upgrade it to anti-aircraft. When we go and collect debris, this will go ahead and get upgraded to a long-range anti-aircraft. It will be very useful for us. Trust me. Let's go ahead and play through the game and see what we go ahead and deal with. Now first we're going to have these ones to deal with. These are going to be dealt with relatively quickly, okay? Because they got 2 turrets to work with here. I will go ahead and help with the air support. So let's go ahead and phase all these guys out. Now I think that the turrets are not going to be able to deal with these guys too much here. They will deal with them a little bit, not by much. Now we do have anti-aircraft on their side. So that is something to bear in mind with as well. Now we want to go and collect some material here. Not only for my benefit, but for also collecting in terms of... God, there's a lot over here. I want to go and collect in terms of getting some more defenses going. And let's just go ahead and do something like this. Let's go ahead and do something with these two. Okay. Let's take care of these. Oh, okay, and now we get to regenerate. Yay. Didn't take care of myself too often. And let's go and just try and regenerate here. And let's just go and build that.
Gunships attacking the alien.
And we're gonna deal with this. Okay. Does give us a little bit more time with the extra ones we got going on, so they're gonna go around like that. And there we go. These are gonna get taken out really quickly. And let's just go ahead and take care of these guys. Okay, now I don't think our anti-aircraft turret is going to be able to do much from where it's at, but I will go and add one right there. Okay. I want to go ahead and destroy these anti-aircraft turrets as quickly as possible. Oh, damn, I almost went into ghost mode right there. I was trying to go into ghost mode right there, I should say. Okay, we don't got any more turrets trying to attack us that are anti-aircraft. Anti-aircrafts are really going to be your worst enemy here. So you want to try and focus on getting rid of them as quickly as possible. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so the core was under attack there. It is still being under attack, actually. Let's go ahead and just get that right there. I think that what we can do is get a laser going right there. And we want to go and just get rid of these guys. Now these lasers are very useful as well. Ah, I didn't want it to use its EMP on that moment in time. Damn, okay. Okay, so you guys got to see a little bit of this one. I think I'll show you guys one more waves worth, and then we'll go ahead and end off the video because it is getting relatively long right now. So we got a total of 2 different flight paths. One is for some air assault units, and one is for some bomber units. The bomber units are going to be the ones that are going to work their magic the most. So we're going to focus on these guys the minute they come in range. So we also want to focus on getting you right there and getting you right there. Now what we can do is we can go and create a fence right here, and they will go the long way around. That is going to be really useful for us. So another thing we want to go and do, let's see. You guys are going to help out right there. I think we really want to focus on getting one of you guys upgraded. Get you upgraded to be a laser. Get you upgraded. Oh, no, I don't want to move you. I want to upgrade you. No, you are aircraft, so no. I want to go and do that. Go and upgrade you to be long range. Also, you are not going to upgrade because my... Okay, that's kind of weird. Apparently, you just needed to upgrade one at a time. I don't know why. Should I have that one upgrade as well? I think. Yeah. Let's have both of those upgrade. Let's have that one upgrade as well. In fact, have that one this upgrade. So that's going to give us a unit back right there. Now, one thing I will go and do is create some more turrets over here. And what I will do is just go and make a fence right there. So that way they have to come over here. They have to. And I think that will do us. That will do us. I actually think I want to move this one over to here. So I want to go ahead and move it to about right there. Just go ahead and help us out a little bit more. And let's play it through. So the first route is coming along. We don't have the enemy aircraft units that are going to be the biggest deal ever. But we do want to also go pay attention to some other ones, because there is artillery units that are going to be destroying our towers. And what I want to do is just go ahead and... Yes, I know our tower is under attack. Okay, now I just got destroyed. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and just build you up right there. Now, what tower is under attack right now? I don't think any are. So, I think we should be good. Now, let's go ahead and build that. Build that. Can't build any more though. So I think that should be good. Let's also wait to see here. Oh yeah, there's a lot over here. There is definitely a lot over here that we can get rid of. Okay. Now really, I don't really need to focus on my towers getting destroyed, but I do want to focus on those two right there. Okay. And these are going to be very useful for me. Oh yeah, and we also got Air Force coming along as well. It's coming through that way.
Experiencing heavy losses.
Let's go ahead and kill you guys off, shall we? I think so. Oh, let's go and get rid of you, because heavy gunners I do not like. And you as well. So heavy gunners are going to be the most trouble by far. Let's also go ahead and place a turret right there and swap you over to be a laser turret. Why not? So that's going to be helpful in terms of getting us a better defense going. Let's also go and swap you over to be a laser turret as well. Nope. More aircraft units. Yep. You guys are definitely being shut down because you guys don't know when to quit. Tower destroyed. Where?
Gunship off-speed, ready to begin mission.
I'm gonna switch over into bomber mode. Oh, that actually hit me right there. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. Let's go into ghost mode. Ghost mode you can actually travel a bit faster in. Okay. Now they are actually doing a pretty good job. And our bomber is actually going to do a really good job at getting all these turrets out of here. Let's go ahead and also collect up this debris because that'll be useful. Ooh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Give me your num-nums. Okay. And that is the end of that wave. So you guys got a general idea there, and we have been going on for far too long for this video. And if you guys want to see more of this series, then please do go and let me know down in the comment section, and I will try my best to make it happen. Anyway, I will have to see you guys for the next episode. Have a good one, everyone.